Greetings, hi, TheWarOwl greets you, and welcome to another Strat Talk. This time, the strat is going to be from Virtus.pro versus Ninjas in Pajamas from EMS1 Katowice. This is the grand finals on Inferno. Now, what to look for in this one is Virtus.pro's CT side setup and how they play this. This comes at a point in the game where Virtus.pro is so far ahead economically that they feel secure buying 3 Molotovs as well as an op on Inferno. And they also have a whole bunch of smokes, 5 smokes for their entire team. What they're going to do in this is completely hold off the Ninjas in Pajamas using their defensive smokes. Ninjas in Pajamas moving around the map pretty slowly, but it's going to put Ninjas in Pajamas in a position to where they're forced to push one bomb site. Virtus.pro is going to hold on to a certain number of their nades for that final push. It just puts Ninjas in Pajamas in a bad position. So we're going to watch this with the auto director going here. And then we're going to go back and look at some things in some more detail. So we see Ninjas in Pajamas now, all of their players rotating to go banana. 45 seconds left, and look at this. We have 3 Molotovs left, or 3 incendiary grenades, and a smoke. And another smoke is right down there at banana. So by using these, they're going to be able to very intelligently hold them off. I mean, 30 seconds left. Ninjas in Pajamas is now forced to commit to this. So they throw down these Molotovs. 4 when they try to push into the site. Forces Ninjas in Pajamas into a bad position where they're running through smoke, they're running through fire, and just turns out to be just exist left. 1 versus 3. So that's the situation that Virtus.pro wanted to happen there. To just make Ninjas in Pajamas force their hand to try to do a bomb site take. Alright, so as you can see, exist not able to 1v3, and we'll go back and look at some stuff. Alright, so we're at the start of this. Look at the buys that are going down. Molotov. Oh, I hate red. I mean, I hate orange. Molotov, Molotov, Molotov. Smoke, 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 smoke. So they sacrifice nade, flash in order to get that. All 8 of those can be used to hold off enemies and put them in bad positions. All right, so at this point, let's freeze it. We're at 1.5 minutes into this thing, and I really wish you could fly around during this freeze time, but apparently you cannot. Notice there are no defensive smokes down. It's already 1:30, and no smokes have been thrown except for Taz, who has thrown 1 smoke in apartments for Ninjas in Pajamas, and they're just about to throw another smoke, or the first smoke here, at banana, and they hold off. See, they both pulled out their smokes. Now the reason why that happened there, we saw Snacks and Neo both pull out their smokes and then wait a little bit longer. So now at 1:20, and a smoke has been thrown to hold off banana. That'll prevent Ninjas in Pajamas from pushing. We're at 1 minute and 20 seconds now. There's also a smoke down at middle. As we see, we have 2 smokes left here for Virtus.pro. So they're going to wait until those smokes clear. Then they're going to get ready to throw some more. Alright, so we have Bialy with the smoke over at A side, and Snacks with the smoke over at B side. Those are the only ones left. And as we see, Ninjas in Pajamas is still creeping around. So another smoke has been thrown down at middle. That was actually by Ninjas in Pajamas. So we're waiting for Snacks and Bialy to throw. 50 seconds now. Smokes are clear. Ninjas in Pajamas can be making their move. So it is at this point that Ninjas in Pajamas sort of had a window to push or to try and bait out the other smoke. But they took their time in positioning up for this B take. So by waiting for that B take, they sort of used that time. Virtus.pro still has a smoke, and they just threw it to block off the banana. 45 seconds, and at this point, Ninjas in Pajamas is going to wait for this smoke to clear and then push. Of course, there are 2 Molotovs left, so because you're able to buy a smoke and a Molotov at the same time, you have 2 defensive throws. So there's the Molotov now. Let's freeze that. Ninjas in Pajamas coming through the smoke after it had just cleared. There are no smokes left from Virtus.pro. This is the time they have to push. There's 30 seconds left. So Virtus.pro was able to use their smokes up until the 30-second point where Ninjas in Pajamas is forced to push a bomb site. At this point, Ninjas in Pajamas cannot fall back and go bomb site A. They wouldn't have enough time to frag all the players and take the bomb site. So they're forced to push B because they set up for this B take right after that smoke cleared. By having those Molotovs in reserves there, you can see that they are pretty much screwed at this point. They have to commit to this push. They don't have any smokes themselves. Only Forest. They could have used those smokes to extinguish them, but they're just forced to run through that smoke, and it is just a meat grinder. They get into the site, but just puts them in that nasty position. So then again, it just turns into just exist left. So I really like that. That's pretty much how you see maps like Inferno go, where teams will throw pretty much all just using their defensive smokes. It's a good use of the Molotovs on this as well. You can use offensive Molotovs on this map, and I think that because virtus.pro was so secure in their economy throughout this game, they won the first 5 rounds in a row, they didn't lose that many players, allowed them to do this strategy because they could afford it. And if you're able to afford that, you're in serious trouble on T side, because if you're pushing, you're probably going to be pushing through one of those Molotovs at that critical point. There's not much Ninjas in Pajamas could have done about that. And I think that's what owed to virtus.pro winning so many CT side rounds on this. All right, thank you folks very much for watching. I am TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.